Okay, we're going backwards. Okay, this is like kind of an expensive toy. Actually, I got it pretty damn cheap. What, 300?
Mm-hmm.
Brand new. Okay, there's many out there, but they're all different. The reason why I went with this one, because it has a, not the internal battery, but the external. There's one thing I have found with these things, the thermal. The reason why I'm suggesting everybody get one, even the lowest grade you can find, is learn how they use, how they're used and out in the field, and how to outdo it, outmaneuver it, figure how to avoid it, what you can do to get around it without being seen. This kind of fun stuff. This one, it's got all kinds of features. I've been playing with it. One thing about thermal, it sucks the battery. Battery life is down anywhere from 4 to 5 hours, even on the ones that are plugged in. The more you use it, the worse it gets. And the reason why I chose the external batteries, because about 2 extra charged up are the ones that hold the most juice, which will give me about, I think it's 7 hours on each battery versus 5 on this one. So it gives me a total of what, 14, 19 hours of playtime. But you figure if you're going against somebody else, chance of them having an extra battery, I'm not too sure. So the only way to defeat this thing is fool the operator or the individual playing with it. Other than that, terrain, sometimes smoke will work. It depends on how thick it is. Rain, it depends on how much it is. Fog, every one of them has their own advantage and disadvantage of how to kind of mess with it. Like with everything, it's the operator. You can fool the operator. You know, it came with all this fun stuff, you know, but I bought the extra battery and the recharger with this thing. And that, like I said, with my other video I made with the battery backup thing, I can be trickle charging batteries for everything. So I can constantly keep playing. Like I said, with this or any of the other ones, it's the battery life. If you can outdo them for between 5-6 hours, 7 at the most, you're doing good, unless he has a backup. Or your terrain, like here in the Pacific Northwest, if you know the terrain, yeah, they're going to see it, boop, you pop your head up, launch, boom. Different kinds of ghillie material, the umbrella, anything that you can get in between yourself, tall grass, everything and anything. There's so much things that can, you know, like here in the Pacific Northwest, there's so many different things you can put between you and this. But also, like wind conditions, it blows it. Everything has, what would you call it, different advantages and different advantages. On a still day, yeah, the heat will stay, but on windy days, like in the spring, late spring, even sometime in the summertime, but the closer you get to summertime, starts heating up. Those days that are in 90s, thermal's going to be useless, okay, except at nighttime. But like I said, with these things, you have to get out and play. And there, like I said, there's so many different things that you can use to fool it. Now, if you have an individual who does nothing but practice it and he's looking for your ass, you're gonna have a hard time trying to outfool his ass. Versus, you know, any swinging dick that comes along and goes, hey, we're looking for X, Y, and Z. They ain't gonna look. And another thing too is when you're using these things for anything longer than 10-15 minutes at a time, your eyes start getting wonky. And that's another advantage, but you don't know, hey, how long have you been using this thing for? You know, and they're very easy to use, very simple. And another thing too is on all of them, they all have Wi-Fi. You turn it off, it's still looking for Wi-Fi. That sucks the juice. Cold, same thing. That's why I got extra batteries for it. But it's the coolest piece of gear out there. You know, and the thing is, like, you know, I'm always saying don't rely on technology and shit, but this thing, yeah. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't, you know, if I needed to, I could move around at nighttime in the woods, but here in the Pacific Northwest, even with, you know, phosphorus night vision, you're going to wind up tripping and breaking an ankle. So if you have to move at nighttime, don't. You know, but if you have to, yeah, you're going to break something. They're going to hear you. Best thing to do is make sure you got all your stuff done prior to doing it. But like I'm always saying, get out and play. Get one of these. Get $300. I mean, even if you have to go and panhandle, sell your blood, sell your semen, sell your plasma, do whatever. If you are serious to what's going on, you know, it's better to train as hard as you can and pray that it never happens. The way I look at it, Boy Scout matter. But with everything going on, yeah, it's looking closer and closer. You know, yeah, it set me back, but it was a Christmas present. Cool as hell. It doesn't weigh nothing. I mean, there's so much stuff you can show how. I mean, everybody's seen how the thermal works. It's got like 5 or 6 different color views, you know, and you start getting into it, and it's really cool. Like I said, like, you know, hand down there and all that vegetation crap. You hiding that stuff, there's no way, unless you're up above it, you will see it. Now, if you're into, say, thick brush, 10 feet in, and you got that and it's windy, if anything, they'll see a speck, if that. And then they're not looking for a speck, they're looking for everything else.
Almost.
And that's what I mean by fooling the operator, or the individual who's using it. And see, you got different colors, which is really cool. Yeah, I was like a little kid in the candy store when I got this little cool toy.
Hold on, Mommy.
And learning how the different colors will show up, like black and white images, like the white hot and black hot. You know, and that's the one thing I noticed is, like, you're looking for stuff in white hot, but you think, you know, but you got it on black hot. It's going to screw you up. Same thing. All these things, you got to make sure you're on the right one, because each one's different what you're looking for. Like I said, get out, get your own, do your own research. Like I said, the reason why I chose this one, you know, and like everybody, oh, you got to get the top brand name, blah, blah, they're all coming from China. Okay, it doesn't matter what prison camp you're getting it from. You want to pay the extra money for a big name, that's your business. But I would suggest, if you're going to get one with an external battery. Because, like I said, if your battery goes tits up on one of these things, you're screwed. The only thing you can do is, you know, connect another spare battery pack to it, and that adds weight. You know, and eventually it'll fry it out. This, I can just pull the battery out and good to go. Which is really nice.
That's all the instructions and everything in English and then Chinese. But it's very detailed. It's nice.
And one thing too, just like with the thermal, they're all basically the same operations. Just like, you know, when you're using your the 2 meters, 70 centimeters, they're pretty much basically all the buttons push the same dang thing. You know, they're self-explanatory. But like I said, get one if you're serious, you know, in the LARPing or preparedness, or, you know, militia. I'm not saying, you know, there's militia, but there is militia, or, you know, Second Amendment, the only thing you're protected by. Get the dang thing, learn to use it, and try to figure out how to avoid it and to mess it up. Just like night vision, you know. Like I said, all kinds of different things work. And what I found most, getting something in between you and it and the wind is the only thing you're going to get. That and the terrain. But other than that, like and subscribe, get out and play, do your thing. If anybody calls you anything, just look and go, well, at least I'm not a fat ass sitting being a keyboard commando. I'm having fun, enjoying my life. Until next time, boys and girls, have fun.